Hey guys, welcome back to another custom ROM review for Redmi Note 7. So today we have Lunaris OS 3.12, which I have been using about a week now. So as you can see here, this is the official version of Lunaris OS, GF's build, and the security patch level is July 2026. So this ROM is actually doing pretty well. It's better than what I was expecting. So the UI is still pretty much similar to previous build, nothing new here. The control panel, as you can see here, pretty much similar to all other AOSP based ROM. So with Lunaris OS, we get option called Singularity, where you get all the customization options. So you can go through them. There are a lot of things, and I have already reviewed this ROM and gone through all these options. So you can check out my previous videos to get idea about what you're going to get with the customization options. In terms of network connectivity, so Wi-Fi is connected. If I try hotspot is not working, and if we try 5 gigahertz band, now it is going to work. So as you can see here, so you can share your Wi-Fi data using hotspot, but 2.4 gigahertz has issue. In the connected device option, we do get other options like Bluetooth, Google Cast, printing, Chromebook, Quick Share, and Android Auto. So everything seems to be working perfectly fine, and I haven't faced any network related issue. Notification, so these are the settings, pretty much similar, nothing new here. Sound and vibration, working well, and we do get Dolby Atmos, multi-audio focus, and product volume control. So everything is available. Modes option is available. In the display setting, so adaptive brightness is available, extra dim, and typical settings actually, nothing new. Double tap to sleep and double tap to awake, working perfectly fine. In the wallpaper and style section, of course, this is a QPR 2 based ROM. So clock. So here we do get few clock face, and we can change the color and size as usual. We can change the lock screen shortcut and notification on lock screen setting and more lock screen settings. So there are few options here, but no AOD. On the home screen side, we get colors, color contrast, icons. So we do get a lot of icon shapes, also themed icon, layout. So there are few layouts option. In terms of wallpapers, so we do get live effect, AI wallpaper, emoji workshop, and few other Google related wallpaper apps. So in the app section, default apps, clone apps available, but no app log option. Storage. So this is Android 16 based ROM, going to take around 16 GB of storage. So as you can see here. Battery. So the battery backup is quite good. I haven't faced any drain issue, but fast charging is not working. In the system setting, we get navigation mode, so we can change it to 3 buttons layout. Gesture, so there are few other options. And device setting is available, so we can change haptic feedback, ambient display, but we don't really get AOD here, and clear speaker. So these are the things we are getting there. In terms of security and privacy, so as usual, we do get both face and fingerprint unlock. My testing, fingerprint unlock is working perfectly fine, no issue at all. Face unlock is available, but of course it will be slower side. And here we do get privacy control, privacy dashboard, private space, all the typical settings. Location is working well, password and passkey, digital well-being, safety and emergency, everything is available. And accessibility is available, and if you want to disable the animation, you can do that. But this ROM is doing pretty well. You don't really need to disable animation here. It does feel pretty smooth. And in terms of application, so this is a GF's build, but something weird is going on with the AOSP based ROM. So as you can see here, there are few bloatware. Actually, they are not pre-installed. When I first booted the device and connected to my Wi-Fi, it just downloaded this application. Kind of weird for a AOSP based ROM to have, but that's what you are getting. In terms of camera, so we are getting GCam, which is working well, no issue. Video we can record. Camera is actually perfectly functional, so no issue at all in terms of camera. In terms of Google Photos, so if you want Google Photos unlimited storage, then you should not update the application. So after updating the application, as you can see here, the unlimited storage is gone. So if you want unlimited storage, After connecting to Wi-Fi and log into your Gmail account, disable application update so that it does not update automatically. As unlimited storage is gone, so we do get Magic Eraser. So Magic Eraser is available and it is working. It takes time though. So circle, erase. In terms of phone call, so it is using Google's default dialer, but I think it is a modified version. So we do get VoLTE support. Call recording is available and video call is also available, but video call isn't really optimized well, so not really good for video call. In terms of safety net, so that is not available. That means bank apps, payment application not going to work. Setting about and device is not certified. As we are not getting any kind of app lock option in the settings, so we do get sandbox where you can lock your application if you want. Other features like we do get circle to search, which is working. So no issue at all. Lastly, in terms of gaming, so I did play Call of Duty in the default setting as I always do. The gaming performance is quite acceptable, not really that bad. So if you are a gamer, you can definitely try this ROM. Overall, the ROM is actually really good. It is working pretty well, although it has few issues here and there. But overall, the ROM is doing pretty well. It is smooth and everything seems to be working perfectly fine. So if you want to try this ROM, the ROM link will be in the description below. That's all about it. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next one.